So in this video, I'll be revisiting an old adapter that I've come to light and found some new information on. Today we're looking at the Ottocast Mini adapter, not its Cube 3 adapter, the mini version that has the clickable button on the actual adapter itself. Now previously I reviewed that adapter and it really didn't do as intended. That button should really switch between platforms, and all it did was basically disconnect the device and didn't really allow me to reconnect to a different device, which I did do a video on the best case to do multi-user switching. That was using a USB switch. That was a little bit clunky, and all they needed to do was just make that button actually do the intended purpose. Now, someone commented on one of my videos telling me that that button actually does now switch between devices since they've applied a recent firmware. So I've updated the adapter to its latest firmware, and we'll be trying out switching between devices. So right now I've got this currently connected to CarPlay via this adapter. It's all up and running, and it's connected to my iPhone for Apple CarPlay. Now imagine you're getting into the car with a second person who has a secondary device. They're driving, you're sharing the car for example, and you want them to run, say, Android Auto instead. So we're going to tap that button on the adapter and see if it switches to the other phone. Now I have paired this phone already, and getting in the car it's not detected this phone and it switched to CarPlay and my phone that was previously paired with it. So already it's doing some functionality in terms of switching because that device wasn't currently turned on. Now it's on, ready to go, and we've got the pairing of the adapter already pre-done. So all it has to do is switch. So we're going to press this button now. I hope that it does that. So we're going to press it now. That now disconnects. But does it switch to Android Auto? So it's now fully rebooted, and it's looking like it's going to go back into CarPlay. So it's back to the main menu. But no, it's rebooted again, which hopefully it's now rebooting into Android Auto protocol. Looks like it is. It's going flashing blue, switching to Android Auto, and now we're into Android Auto. That's pretty good. That's what it should be doing. Obviously, we've seen this adapter before. We don't really need to show it again, but you can see it's really nice and responsive adapter from Ottocast. It's a little bit bigger now than their Cube 3, but if you're not really that fussed on size, it's doing that switching. So the holy grail is now if I switch that button again, will it go to CarPlay? So I'm going to press it once. And now it's rebooting. We've got a red light. It's found CarPlay. It's switched to CarPlay protocol. And we're in CarPlay. Now, that is the holy grail for multi-user support. Now, how does that work with, say, two iPhones or two Androids? We'll have to explore that a little bit later. But for now, switching between both protocol platforms, which is kind of like the bigger job, that's doing it fine. We'll just give it one more try. Let's go back to Android Auto. So your partner's gone back in the car. It's not loading up their phone right now because it's trying to find the Android. Pressing the button again. It should do this automatically as well. So if my phone wasn't available, my iPhone, it would know that, and it would then switch to Android Auto and then launch it that way. Yeah, looks like it's doing it. So it knows that I've clicked it. It knows that I've set some parameter that I don't want to use it for that particular device. It has boot back into CarPlay, but it knows that, and then it's done a reboot back into Android Auto. And here we are, back into Android Auto. So totally happy with that performance, and they've kind of like redeemed themselves now about that. functionality. So if you are after a proper switching adapter, this is the one to get. But let's see how two of the same phones work. So let's get some devices. Right, so we've got two Android phones. We've got a Pixel here and an S22 Samsung and Google phones. As you can see here, we're currently connected to the Android platform, Android protocol here as well. And I've switched the orientation around for left-hand drive vehicles on the S22, and on the Google Pixels, it's the normal right-hand drive. So these panels will shift just to show you we are running a completely different device. So we're on the Samsung S22. We're going to press the button on the Ottocast and see if it switches to the other Android. So now we've connected to the Google Pixel. You can see we've got YouTube Music, and we've also, back on the home screen, we've got music on the left-hand side. So I'm going to press that button now, and it should switch over. So pressing the button once, that disconnects. And also you can see how quickly it takes to switch between two phones if you're both in the car. Firing up, we've got full screen, music's played, and that music's on the right hand side, and there is no YouTube Music either because we're now on the S22. So that's worked perfectly. We'll do it one more time to go back to the Google Pixel. Pressing once. Pixel looks like it's loaded up. And that's on the left hand side. And we've got YouTube Music. Yes, we do. So we're on the Google Pixel. Happy days. So single platform, Android to Android, Ottocast Mini, switching. Happy days. Let's now check out CarPlay. Right, so we've got two iPhones. We've got the 17 Pro and the 16 Pro. Both got the Bluetooth enabled. You can show here on this awful camera from the Google Pixel that I've had to use. So both are running the CarPlay enabled in the Bluetooth menu. We're currently running the 16 Pro, and I've set the background to red so you can actually see that it's actually using the 16 Pro. When we switch to the 17 Pro, it will be a blue screen, the no badge for the messages as well. So let's give that a go. So we're going to press the button and it should switch to the 17 Pro. So we're going to press it once. And that's us into the 17 Pro. Happy days. Now we'll press it one more time, see if it switches back to the 16 Pro. So we'll press it once. And if it goes red, we're into the 16 Pro. And it does. 16 Pro, all sorted. So happy days. So we've seen cross-platform Android to iOS, totally fine, and vice versa. And we've also seen Android to Android, iPhone to iPhone. Both working totally fine with that press of the button. So if you are looking for a multi-user or switchable platform or adapter, this one and probably one more that I'm going to be reviewing in a couple of weeks, which is pretty much the same adapter, is the one to go for, I think. And it looks great. Nice and sharp. Performance is pretty good too. So as a multi-user device, this is the one to go for right now. Just as long as you update it to its latest firmware, which is... So this is the latest version currently at this time of recording. Doesn't really give you media delay. This is the only downside of this adapter. But if you're after switching, there's nothing that's compared to it at the moment. So 25083011.3072.2. That's the update. Get it, and you should have multi-user support in the right way. So happy days. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you found this video helpful. If it has, give us a big thumbs up down below and let me know any questions about the Ottocast Mini and this multi-user experience, and I'll try my best to answer them. can also check out my review up here to this adapter should you want to learn any more from that video. And if you like this content and you'd like to support me, you can do so by sending us a super thanks down below along with your comment or question. You can hype this video for free, and you can also check out this QR code up here to buy me a coffee, and you can support me there too. I really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.